Hey, welcome back, or if this is your first time joining, I'm Meg. So I thought I'd lead us through a short, brief 20-25 minute core focused flow inspired by Pilates predominantly. So the breath will feel a little different if you're used to sort of the yoga practice and Ujjayi breath. I'm going to keep things relatively simple. I'll give different options. Do the option that serves you, your body, and your energy best. So let's begin lying down on our backs. You can take a leg position that feels okay for you, either grounding the feet or lengthening the legs long. And then just pause, place the hands onto the rib cage, soften or close the eyes. Let's just begin by recognizing the earth beneath and giving your body a moment to relax any tension, any sort of grip you're holding. Just for a moment, let it go. Start to turn your attention to natural breath. And at first, just see if you can deepen your breath. From here, place the thumb underneath the rib cage, so around the back, and the rest of the fingers around the top of the rib cage, the front body. You're going to inhale, try and expand the rib cage out to the sides. And then exhale gently out the mouth. Try and sew the course of the rib cage in. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale, expanding out. And then exhale, wrapping that rib cage in, drawing the belly in. One last time, take that inhale, expanding out. And as you exhale, wrapping the ribs in. We'll add on, inhale, you're going to expand the rib cage out. As you exhale, you're going to wrap the rib cage in. You're going to lift the pelvic floor up to the belly. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale, ribs in, pelvic floor up. A little bit of core activation. One last time, take that inhale. And as you exhale, ribs in, pelvic floor lifts. Awesome. So we're going to use that breath as much as possible today. Make sure your heels and middle fingers can touch. Let's start with some gentle bridges. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, start to lift, peeling piece by piece. It can start relatively gentle. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, you're going to release the spine piece by piece. Still working with that breath that you have. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone again, lifting piece by piece, pressing into those feet nice and even, pressing into the arms as well. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, you're going to release it piece by piece. You continue to breathe like that. I'll make sure I'm not ruining your microphone experience. Inhale to prepare. And then exhale again, tuck that tailbone, lifting. Maybe it's a little higher, but you're really keeping an engagement in the ribs, in the hips, connecting them together. Good. Inhale at the top. And then exhale to slowly, piece by piece, detail the spine to land. Inhale to prepare. And then exhale, you're going to lift. This time you're going to hold those hips up top. So remember, press into the shoulders, press into the arms. There's that connection, ribs to hips, squeezing the glutes. Good. On your inhale, you're going to lift the heels. And on the exhale, you're going to release the heels slowly. Let's go for 3. Inhale. And exhale. Try and keep those hips nice and high. You have 2. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale, you're going to hold. And then exhale, you're going to release it down, slowly lowering to ground. Bring those knees into the chest, just sway, relax any tension for a brief moment. And then bring hands underneath the knees, tuck your chin, start to build up a little bit of momentum until you can start to find rolling like a ball. So you're going to start to roll, find a seat to start. Keep the body nice and rounded in the back. And then on your exhale, you're going to roll back. And then you're going to pause. Inhale. And then exhale. You're going to rock all the way through. Again, inhale, prepare. Exhale, we rock. Now you can stay with that version, or you can start to release the arms. Keep the rounding. Exhale, roll back, and inhale, roll forwards. Keep that body nice and tight. You have 3. Keeping that contraction through the belly and the legs. You have 2. And on this last one, we're going to roll it back. And then you're going to hold your boat pose. You're going to hold, if you really want your teaser, but we're still early days. So keeping that chest lifted, keeping the shoulders relaxed down, length through the spine, ribs dropping into belly. You have 3. If you want, you can float those arms high. You have 2. And then we're going to cross, roll, and journey forwards into tabletop. So in your tabletop, you might notice a bit of heat has sort of fired up through the front and the back body. Just give yourself a moment of mobility. Maybe if you need to warm the wrists up, you can travel forward, swaying side by side. Making sure that breath, whenever you lose it, you bring it back. Not overly stressing, but it just allows us to really work with our center body, our core. All right, so let's find our tabletop position. We're going to start with a couple of knee hovers. Tuck the toes underneath you. Take your inhale to prepare. As you exhale, scoop the belly in. And then lifting the knees at the very end. Inhale here. And then exhale, you're going to release. Good, we have 3. Inhale. Exhale, wrap the ribs in. Scoop the belly in. Start to hover the knees. Inhale. And exhale to release. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, we lift. Inhale there. And exhale to release. You can stay with that, or inhale to prepare. Exhale, we lift. We add on. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, step it back, hovering tabletop. Release the knees. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, step back. Exhale, bring it back, hovering tabletop. And drop the knees. Good, one last time. Inhale. It's quite challenging. Exhale, lift those knees. Inhale, step back. Try and keep a stillness in the shoulders. Exhale, bring it in. And then release. Well done. Let's take some cat-cows. Inhale, lift that chest open. And exhale, round. Hollow out the front body. 2 more times. Take that inhale, lifting, stretching through the belly, the throat. And as you exhale, wrap it all in. Push the back into the sky. One last time. Take that nice big inhale. And your exhale. So finding that neutral spine, the space between those two, you're still engaging, you're still using your breath. We're going to start to extend the right arm forwards and the left leg back. Take your inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. We find a connection. Good. Inhale, extend long, keeping the neck long. And then exhale, bringing elbow and knee in. Inhale, extending long. And again, exhale. We come in. Good. 2 more. Nice big inhale. Long length. Pushing out of the left hand. Exhale. We wrap it all in. One last time. Take that inhale for length. As you exhale, you're going to wrap it in. Excellent. Inhale to lengthen out long. Start to plant the right hand. Keep the left leg lifted. Tuck your back toes. Wrap the ribs in. And we're going to hover the knee just for 3. Just for 2. And then you can land the knee. You can land your other knee and take a child's pose. A lot into the shoulder, I'm aware. You can just rock it out from side to side. Notice if you're storing the unnecessary tension in the face, just relax for a moment. And then rising out, let's find an evenness second side. So remember that tabletop, ribs in, pelvic floor is engaged with your breath. The left arm lengthens forwards. Press out the right hand. Reach the right leg behind. We take our inhale. And then exhale, curling in. Inhale to extend. Think of lengthening the fingers forward, the toes back. And then exhale, we round and curl. Good. Inhale for length. And exhale to round. Halfway through. Long inhale. Trying to keep that press into the right hand. Exhale. You have 2 more. Inhale. Face is soft. Exhale. Final one. Taking that inhale long. And then exhale, we round. Inhale for length. Start to drop the left hand down. Wrap those ribs in. Tuck your left toes. We hover the left knee for 3. Really challenging at this point for me. You had 2. Land the knees, soft and gentle. This time you can walk the hands forwards into a sort of puppy stretch. Just nice for the side body, nice for the chest to release for a moment. Taking a few slower breaths here for yourself. And then walking back, finding a downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet a few times. On your inhale, from down dog, right leg is going to lift behind. Exhale, right knee travels forwards, tapping the elbow, shifting into a plank. Inhale, right leg reaches behind. Again, exhale, right knee to right elbow. Good, use that breath. Inhale, right leg behind. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Let's find the second side. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, across opposite. Inhale, right leg rises. Let's try and exhale across, shifting the shoulders a little further. Good, one last time. Inhale, right leg to skies. Exhale, right knee across the left elbow to tap. Inhale, right leg to skies. Exhale, right foot to right thumb. High lunge, take your time. Start to lift the body. As you exhale, sweep the arms back, shift the chest forwards, finding a lean, a diagonal. Inhale, let's reach those arms to sky. And then exhale again, we lean ourselves forward, strong line, lift it onto your back toes. One last time, inhale. And that exhale to lean forwards, good. Inhale long. This time like an elevator, exhale, hands to heart center. Start to bend your back knee just off the ground. Inhale, press, squeeze the left glute, rise tall. Exhale, we hover slowly like an elevator, up and down. Inhale, press to rise. One last time, exhale to hover. And inhale to rise. Nice, this time exhale, we're gonna hover. Little pulses at the bottom, just up and down, not bouncing, it's controlled, up and down. You have another 5. Starting to get super hot in my body. Relax the face, maybe a little inner smile for 4. Good, try and keep the hips nice and square. The right hip pulls back, little bends in the knees for 3. For 2. Drop the left knee, well done. Straighten your front leg, right toes to sky. If you have some blocks, otherwise hands to ground if you can reach. If you can't reach, you can gently use the leg or maybe a wall just to find a little stretch. You don't need to overthink it too much. Front leg relatively straight. Just give yourself a moment to relax the breath. Awesome, bend your front knee, plant the hands down, find your way into downward facing dog. A little pedal from side to side. But we want to keep that heat. I know it's tough, but we're kind of building a bit of strength here. So just knowing that you're building strength as we find the challenge. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, really scooping in. Good, inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, try and shift forwards, press out the palms. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, final time to same elbow. Inhale, left leg rises. This time we cross the body. Good, try and tap if you can. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale across. I feel like I'm running out of breath here. Hopefully you're keeping with that nice Pilates breath. Inhale, left leg behind. Exhale, we cross. Inhale, left leg rises behind. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. Inhale, we rise up through the arms. Exhale, sweep those arms back, lean forwards into your diagonals. Inhale, lift long. Again, exhale, we lean forwards. One last time, inhale. And exhale, we lean forwards. Inhale, we lift. This time our elevator, exhale, hands to heart to bend your back knee. Inhale, squeeze the right glute, rise tall. And then exhale, we go down, slow, steady, precision. Inhale to rise. Exhale, we lower. This time we stay low. We take our pulses. They're not bouncing, they are thoughtful and controlled. You have 5. Good team, try and keep the ribs engaged. Gentle squeezes through the right glute for 4. Knee up and down for 3. A little bit of shaking is okay for 2. And then you can drop your right knee, straighten the left leg. Just finding that stretch, half splits. And again, I appreciate the ground can feel far away. Hopefully you have a bed or something close to you that you can hold on to. Try and relax the face, relax the breath. From here, let's find our downward facing dogs. Again, give yourself a moment to pedal. We're going to move back into the arms. So inhale, roll yourself forwards. You're going to drop the knees to ground. We'll move into our close elbowed push-ups. So the knees are down, but if you want to lift them and you're very strong, you can. Otherwise, stay with me. Shift the shoulders forwards. Ribs are wrapped in. We're leaning the hips slightly forwards than the knees. Squeeze the glutes here. From here, take your inhale. Exhale, lower, elbows grazing the ribs. Can you hold on the inhale? And then exhale, push. So that's super challenging. Moderate how low you want to go. Inhale. Exhale, we lower. Try and pause, inhale. And then exhale to push. I know that's a lot to ask. Just 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, hover. Take your inhale. And then exhale to push. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, we hover. Inhale. And exhale, push. Well done. Slowly lower all the way to ground. And if you only manage one of them, that's absolutely okay. It just means we can build as the days go by. We can come back to this and see how we get on. So as you lie down, just wiggle your hips back to create space in the lower back. And then bring the arms into a cactus. Let the head rest heavy. We're going to move into our darts, working our back tissues. So inhale here, pull the belly in. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together like you're squeezing a lemon into the spine. And then shift the shoulder blades down, elbows drop into the waist. Good. Inhale, coming back. And then releasing down. Take your inhale. Exhale, squeezing the shoulder blades, dropping them down the waist. Inhale, returning to lower. Take your inhale. Exhale, we squeeze. Shoulder blades together, down the back. This time I just want you to hold for 5. Good, draw those shoulder blades in, belly in for 4. Toes lengthening back if you want. You can start to lift the legs off the ground for 3. Keep squeezing, engaging through the back tissues for 2. And then relax it down, push up to tabletop, finding your child's pose. All we have left, my friends, is a little bit of side plank work. So when you're ready, let's come into our downward facing dog. On your inhale, you're going to roll forwards. We're going to bring the left hand to the center. If your wrists are sensitive, you can drop onto those forearms. Absolutely okay. You're going to reach the right arm up. So a couple of options. If this feels super challenging, drop your base knee to the ground to support. Otherwise, we keep the feet stacked, or you can bring the top foot in front. Take your inhale, lift. As you exhale, wrap the right arm around and underneath. Good. And then inhale, we're going to lift and lengthen, working our obliques and side body. Exhale, you're going to wrap and reach under. Inhale, long, strong. Exhale, wrap and hollow out the lungs. You have 2 more. Inhale. super warm at the moment. Exhale, we wrap through. One last time, inhale. And take that exhale to wrap through. Good, inhale long. Drop your base knee. Reach tall. And just take a nice little counter stretch. So the right leg didn't shift. And then we find this beautiful counter stretch. All right, let's bring it all the way down. Let's find our plank pose. Let's move into a down dog just to reset for a moment. Pedal the feet. And then inhale, roll forwards. Right hand or right forearm lands. You start to find your second side. So remember, if you'd like to drop your base knee, you can. Otherwise, maybe your top leg is slightly in front as the foot lands. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we wrap, reaching underneath. Inhale, press strong, lift. And then exhale, we wrap. You have another 3. Inhale. And wrap. You have 2. Inhale. And wrap. Final 1. Inhale. Wrap a little deeper. Awesome work. Inhale long. Drop your base knee, your right knee. Press to rise through the spine. And then you're just going to reach up and over. A nice counter stretch for the body. Let's see if we can reverse that. Plant the hand. Find your plank pose. Downward facing dog. A good old pedal. We'll take a gentle stretch. Inhale, right leg to skies. Right foot outside the right hand. And drop the left knee. Just give yourself a nice little stretch forward through the chest. And then you can always round through the spine if that feels nice. Good. Choosing whether you're kind of moving through the spine or just giving yourself a moment to be still. From here, you're going to windmill the right hand up and over. Option 1, taking a nice rotation of the spine. Option 2, holding your foot to add a little quad stretch. Or maybe you want to move the ear down to the shoulder for the neck. Releasing, foot if held. Gently trade your sides. So step back and then left foot's going to step forwards. Drop the back knee, and again, you can take a couple of these nice little movements for the spine, or you can remain still with your breath, chest lifted, just opening up the hips. And then from here, let's begin to windmill the left hand up and around. Option 1, we take the rotation of the spine, keep dropping the hips. Option 2, you're holding your back foot. And if you haven't already, you can start to relax the breath a little. Just relaxing the body. Releasing the foot. Good. Step it back into a tabletop. Take a nice child's pose. Head reaching the ground or a block, and just allow a couple of moments to sway the forehead left to right. Notice how the body's feeling at the end of class versus when we started on the mat. And then just pause into stillness. Visualize this free-flowing energy of calm strength pulsing through you. Allow that energy to stay with you for the rest of your day or week. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your day.